Once, there was a hunter who saw what others could not. With a magic case in her backpack, she roamed with wild abandon into the great unknown. Her gaze inescapable, her reflexes lightning fast. When armies swarmed, she went through. With eyes open wide, hands steady, holding, watching, capturing everything in sight.
The Crucial Pro DDR5 RAM kit comes with a sleek, modern look that will complement any build. But aesthetics aside, it's the performance that really matters. So let's dive into it. The default JEDEC timings are 46, 45, 45, but it does come with 2 XMP and Expo settings for those looking for a little more performance. With XMP 3.0 Profile 1, you can push the speed up to 5600 megatransfers per second. If you prefer a slightly lower speed but tighter timings, Profile 2 offers 5200 megatransfers per second at 42, 42, 42 timings. We've run some benchmarks and stress tests to give you an idea of how it performs. In general, dropping the speed and tightening the timings with the second XMP/Expo profile yielded better results for us on our test system. Paired with a Ryzen 7800X 3D, we saw anywhere from a 1 to 5% performance bump depending on workloads. All in all, the Crucial Pro DDR5 64GB RAM kit by Micron is a fantastic choice for first-time builders and enthusiasts alike.
They want this! Focus! Show! Oh, yeah! How excited are you to see this match live right now?
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Esports Showdown Series Season 3 Valorant, powered by Crucial, with our GP partners being ZeroFrags Gaming and our media partners, Gossip.gg. It's been a while, Azora, but hey, Season number 3 was right around the horizon, and we are here once again to bring you all the action here. It's Valorant, it's the Showdown Series, yay, it's Azora on my side. What more do you need? All the Valorant action and the best casters that you could hope for.
That's right. I mean, thank you for the compliments first off, Aggie. I mean, yes, it's a pleasure doing business with you, and it's always lovely to have you on stage. And yeah, it's all about the combination, right? Yesterday itself we saw some history go down, and today yet again the Valorant action. It just feels like it's unstoppable. So lovely to see things start off with such a good pace, and the suits. Why the suits? Why the blazers? Guys, here's the thing. You know, after so long, we have come right in front of you and we wanted to make a perfect first impression. So that's the reason we have the suits on.
Absolutely. When I saw the suits on you initially, it was like, why is he wearing a suit? I was like, okay, fine. I gotta match him out. I gotta match him out. Grab the blazer that I have. I literally ran out, grabbed my blazer, and came back in. And our producer was just like, where the hell did you go? Yeah. It happens all the time, but it's completely fine, ladies and gentlemen. But let's jump on down over in towards the format. Don't forget, the Showdown Series did start from the upper bracket semifinals. The tournament has been going on in the back. So a lot of games have been played. A lot of star players have been noticed by the back end of TEC. We are now here to present it all to you. The open qualifiers already done and dusted. Playoffs is where it's all at. The double elimination format, ladies and gentlemen. 31st August is going to be it. Everything has been said.
August.
Yep.
It's a very important day, Aggie. We are all looking forward for the grand finale, and best of 5 just increases the heat, the intensity to this tournament. Moving forward, what are they fighting for? They're fighting for that 1 lakh rupees prize pool. So first place winners, definitely they're going to get 50,000. Second place will be 30,000, and the third place 20,000. So it's all about the eyes on the prize and about your performance as well, right, Aggressive?
Absolutely. You have to make everything count. We've seen it in the past that a lot of teams, especially the underdogs, have a very good opportunity of bringing a different flow inside the game. But then again, some of these new teams that are coming up, in ways I've seen them perform extremely well, but at the same time drop the ball as well. Hopefully, as the tournaments are progressing, as we are getting multiple seasons as well of the Showdown series, a lot of teams have been given that opportunity to just try to be better, gain that experience to play in tournament levels of play. Valorant is a very mentally taxing game, and if you don't have the tournament experience, even if you are the best prodigy that you can hope for, we've seen in the past too that even in VCT, prodigies can make things work if they have enough experience on that stage. And here at TEC, we're here to give it to the truly show.
We have definitely given them the opportunity, and for now, it's going to be these two teams for the upper bracket semifinals. Niory Esports versus ZeroFrags. We all have seen them in the previous season. They have brought in a lot of heat, but this time, have they improved on their mistakes, or is it going to be the same scenario? Because every single time I see them, I have one thing in my mind, that they need to do something which is very, very different. ZeroFrags versus Niory Esports, that's what we're going to look at today. But you can see the upper bracket quarterfinals, the way it all went through. Multiple teams went against each other, toe to toe, mono. But yeah, there you go. As you can see, multiple teams have made their way across. Team Intensity Esports has already reached towards the upper bracket finals, and that's a big statement right there. They're all nice and dandy. One more game to go. That's where they can move in towards the grand finale. But other than that, whoever loses goes to the lower bracket and fights amongst the lower bracket round 2. So yeah, it's here and there. It's all about how you can build your reputation, how you can build your repo alongside the games you play, the confidence you have. It all matters a lot.
Absolutely. But a little bit sad to see that the team of Asterisk didn't come through, or even DXG, the the runners-up, and of course defending champions from the last Showdown series. We're probably going to be crowning a brand new champion for the Showdown series this time around. Sad that they're not here, but I guess they're doing prep work for the other tournaments that we have in store for you, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure to follow our socials down below at the rate the Esports Club if you want to keep up to date with what we have planned and in store for you. But I'm a little bit sad. Like, those teams just had players and the gameplay that I'm just dying to see every single time. But at the same time, ZeroFrags.exe and Niory Esports, they also have incredible players. But you know, I need that oomph that Asterisk used to bring down to the table in that last season.
Fair enough. I mean, even I'm heartbroken in that case. But moving forward, we all want to see some new champions, right? That's one of the key agendas why we have multiple seasons. I mean, 2 seasons, Asterisk Esports, they went toe to toe. They won again every single time. But this time was not their charm. But these are the players that they can get at least some of the right goodies. All they have to do is play well, showcase their talent, individual prowess, and be in the top 3. So the moment they're in the top 3, they can get all of those right goodies. Moving forward, getting all of the information, the insight onto which agents have been picked more often. Well, Jet is just a 1.000%, or it might be a 10%. It's for sure a 10%.
Yeah, it's a 10%. A little bit of an oopsie, ladies and gentlemen. Don't really worry about that. But what I'm really interested to see is the maps. Remember, we always used to say that Ascent is the national map of South Asia. I don't really think that's the case anymore. Lotus has really replaced it. And personally, I am never bored of seeing Lotus. I don't know about you, but Lotus is one of those maps that I would cast in a game of Valorant every single time, and I wouldn't get bored. But on Ascent, for some reason, it's like a grueling task to cast. These top 4 players on my screen, they would agree as well. Like, come on, who wants to play Ascent all the time when you can play a map of Lotus that has 3 sides and has a lot more macro diversity?
See, I would say that Simple disagrees to you, even 69G disagrees to you. Gnola and AK Demon for sure, man. They can follow your trade, but Ascent is one of those maps. It's like the vanilla, man. I would always love to see the action in Ascent first and then move on to multiple maps. Yeah, because it's one of the perfect maps where you can create a lot of window of opportunities. Even though I get it, it's gotten a bit stale, but still teams prefer picking Ascent and showcasing their gameplay in that map rather than picking Abyss. Let me drop the bomb right there.
I mean, if you pick up Abyss, there's a good chance you can just fall off the map and die. Or pull off a G2 strat by jumping off the map and, not playing the...
Yeah. Yep. I do understand what you're trying to say. Well, yeah, looking forward, we are looking at the map Veto. It's best of 3, so 3 maps in front of our screen, starting with Icebox, moving further down with the 3-sided map, which is going to be Lotus, and later on Ascent. Let's go, Decider. I'm waiting for you.
It's kind of funny, right, that a lot of people when Lotus first came out just did not want to play this.
Did not, yeah.
Yeah, I still remember that a lot of people hated this map more than the map of Breeze. And I hated Breeze with a passion when it first came.
No
That
way.
is a true fact. Like,
is it?
Yeah.
I
More
always
people
thought it
hated
was a
Lotus than
50-50.
Not at all. Like, when I asked someone, a lot of people would say they would rather play Breeze than Lotus. And now it's the complete opposite. People have adopted this map in such a way that it became the new Ascent of Valorant. Which is hard to say. Ascent is still a fan favorite map for a lot of people just because of its simplicity, but Lotus has that similar level of playmaking potential to Ascent, but in a lot more of a game sense heavy fashion. You can take 50-50 duel engagements similar to Ascent, plus you can utilize your utility in advantage as well. It's that kind of things that differentiates both of these maps from all the other casts around. But first official map, we have to talk about it, the Land of Snow, Icebox. I'm pretty sure that Icebox will be one of the more interesting maps for both of these teams. If I do remember, Niory Esports has a little bit of a different composition for this particular map.
Right.
I can't really say the same about ZeroFrags, so.
I mean, ZeroFrags, they know there's only one thing. They trust the gut. And once they do it, they have always been one of the teams who have performed very well. Niory Esports on the other corner, they do have a different composition. They do bring in some agents which are completely out of the syllabus, and that's one of the lovely things about them. But the adaptation whenever it comes towards getting those rounds, Niory Esports somehow messes it up. On the other corner, ZeroFrags, they have a lot of potential. So hopefully this competition, this upper bracket semi-final will be an amazing one, because we are waiting to see who's gonna go ahead and who's gonna head towards the lower bracket. So that's still a decider for us, right, onto which team is gonna go ahead and pull off that perfect stunt for themselves. So yeah, still waiting for the right amount of calls and right amount of gameplays coming from both the sides.
We'll just have to wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. But that's kind of the thing. The game of Valorant is something that you can't always predict. Imagine, did you think that Sentinels was going to make such a deep run at champs at all? It just didn't make any sense. It's stuff like this that make me want to see a game of Valorant to its fullest. Anyone can do anything. Even the underdog teams that have absolutely no chance of winning can bring it back just through sheer confidence. Having good, confident gunfights in this particular game is what separates you from everyone else. But going into this one, Niory, they have made a couple of changes. Caramel is now... Yeah, Niory, he's gonna... One moment. Jeez, Caramel is gonna be playing on this team. This could just be a huge switch up and a change. But for ZeroFrags, this might be a problem. If Caramel starts to pot off on this Reyna, good luck trying to beat this squad.
We've all seen those aggressive Reyna plays in this map, and whenever it comes towards the yellow boxes, the capitalization will always be on whenever Niory Esports heads towards the defender side. But for now, let's stick to the topic and move in towards side A. Looks like the set pieces are all steady and ready to head towards side A, and there's only one KJ being lurking around towards those boxes, containers, trying to get that information onto any single player who's gonna get greedy here and overstep. All right, the execution coming through because I'm Batman. Excuse me, you know who's gonna come right in front of you, Caramel. For now, he's gonna be scarred to death. Oh no, that's an early loss, and all the hopes of heading towards site A is gone.
30 seconds
But look at the
left.
control being taken towards kitchen. This is big.
Wait, this was what to do. Ishi. Waiting on the opposite end of this. Needs to find a good early fight going into this one. Timing is everything for him! But he was not able to find the second. Batman turned around in the worst possible moment as well. That was a guaranteed double kill coming in from him. But now Doxer, up to him to try and go for something big. Got for the first kill. Needs to swing in, find another one. He's going to be able to do it. Looks for the last frag, but he's not going to be able to get it. Instead, it's going to be Summer going in for the final frag. ZeroFrags.exe have got it the first round. Niory, a good try, but an A rush just fell flat.
That Esports, the A rush. The set pieces were looking so good. They were so calm, so collected, but one fumble, one jump, one misstep, and Scar just went ham against them. It's alright. The second round is going to be pretty much ZeroFrags itself because they have all of those weapons that they need from the previous round. But here's the thing. The plant was successfully executed by Niory Esports. So yeah, they have brought in some sheriffs as well in the midst of all of this action.
This looks to be a situation where NES significant advantage, but I'm Batman. Good couple of shots, early damage being given. That Bulldog being able to find value is huge for them. Caramel. In this way up, let's worry about the alarm bot up close though. They will find the break. Scar. Playing with fire, needs to be careful, trying to take this duel, but Summer doesn't really care much. For the first kill, Doxer immediately shut down. That's a lot of late game utility that they no longer have to try and fight into this. And Batman is primed and ready. The first duel is his, and the kill open things a lot more for the defense as well.
He had to stay alive for a little longer, Panda, but unfortunately everything is going to crumble down one by one. Caramel, alright, good for two. Is it going to be good for the third one as well? Because Scar is still waiting out there with the Guardian in his hand. Wingman being deployed just to get the information upon where the player is exactly. Caramel did manage to get an upgrade here. The Bulldog is going to be harnessed here. Caramel, is he going to be good? Nope, not at all. Scar, he's all prepared, man. He's amped up. This man, since round one, he's been hitting his shots.
Absolutely. Batman's on that same boat. Just look at this guy. Confidence is key on this one player. But now, as the buy rounds are going to be coming in for the attackers, Niory, they have this chance to just try to brute force their way in and get that first one on the board. They need to get this one quickly too. Valorant is a game about snowballing ultimates, whether you like it. Whoever has better ult or control, whoever gets more kills, gets that early lead, and will be able to just cycle through those ultimates to constantly win a lot of rounds if they play their cards right. So this is that opening that Niory need to try and change that fate. Otherwise, the 0-5 scoreline could just be imminent. Early kill as Cylon already in towards the side. Has the opening that he needs, and with the plant now going down, they're gonna need to try and hold this one.
Of course, they have to focus, but Lion, alright, he's already initiated a backstab knife. So what were you thinking, Panda? And then instantly gets shut down. Kishi, now he's aware of all of the situations, but look at the way the entire team is swarming up. Wait for a backstab. This can be a wrong decision. ZeroFrags, they need to divide their attention. 2-2 split coming through. All they have to do is a very well rounded up execution. But Kishi, what a way to shut down things, man. One by one. The dominoes effect is definitely going to take down ZeroFrags down to the ground. They have been humbled upon. Niory Esports, they had a full buy round in which they went in for the half shields and very well executed round for themselves.
Absolutely, that was a gorgeous play that was coming in from Nori too. Even with that fast flank, Gishi was just mentally prepared for all of it. Didn't skip out on a single beat there. You can see that ZeroFrags.exe, they kind of knew this was going to happen considering the weapons that they had. They were not confident going into that duel. The confidence just falters for even a second. Going up against players of Nori Esports' caliber will be difficult. Coming into this round though, a little bit more of a slowdown. Calm before the storm pretty much, as the members of Nori are trying to test out the waters and see if any member of ZeroFrags get a bit too overzealous and try to push out maybe. Going for a pick is perfect, but you can see that Nori, they're not taking the bait at all. They're playing it smart.
Indeed they are.
Our spikes down.
Not pacing it up just like that, but Cylon, alright, an early loss, Jet being lost, and Panda, he has taken out a big aspect here. That's the KJ. No more alarm bots getting the information, no more nano swarms. So that's one of the win-win situations. I wouldn't say a good trade, but it's alright. It's a decent start for both the corners.
Fast rotation in towards the B side too, somewhere. Just needs to try to play defensively at this one. His teammates
30
all the way
seconds
on the
left.
opposite side, so he cannot risk to die here. Good push towards Snowman, and I think they will be able to find free entry if they want to. Summer
Spike
slide,
planted.
bit of a jiggle, swing of a Doxer, able to catch him on the timing instead. The fact that Summer crouched is what caused him to die there, but even then the crouch was perfect. He wanted to maybe dodge out a little bit of a crosser placement play coming in from Kishi, but he walked into the waiting arms of Doxer instead. And because of the Skilljar lockdown, wasting precious time, the attackers were given an opportunity to go for a flank, plus get into better defensive positions. Doxer in the angle, ready and waiting. Swings through, makes a meal of it though! Could have been bad, but Doxer still very much alive and kicking for another big play of his own.
Last player
Recon
standing.
gives away information. Kishi with a big kill. And Roblox trying to find some more, but not able to do much. 2-2. Sorry, they hold.
Oof. What are these rounds, man? Back to back. It's some intense action out here. This was a crucial moment right here, and Summer, man, he did see the sliver of Doxer, but could not do much. Wanted to hit a couple of bullets, but instead he got shut down instantly. The backstabs not being working at all. This team needs to think upon what needs to be done now. It looks like Niory Esports, they're looking very confident. First two rounds, I do get it. It was very shaky, but Kishi, for now, he's been pressured, he's been pincered. And look at the way they're converting this round for their half. Ooh, an instant trade back coming through as well. So, Niory Esports, they're not going to let down the opportunity.
Boxer, he's swinging into this?
Excuse me?
Is that so dangerous? On the angle, Cylon able to find the kill, but at what cost, pretty much?
Impossible.
Down to only 1 HP. Trying to make this clutch happen. Give away the sound, so he's up close on the angle. Smoke through, maybe to just try and differentiate him a little bit here. Cylon able to find a bit more damage. Wingman comes through for the stun. He needs to get the kill, but against Scar, it's just not going to work. The angle was perfect for him. 3-2, ladies and gentlemen, and a fast thrifty coming through for the members of ZeroFrags, and good God, this team is just insane.
Well, ZeroFrags are unleashing their potential, man. It was a thrifty round. They went in for such broken buys, sheriffs all across, and the rush game coming through. Because I'm Batman, well, he was so confident that, you know, the moment he popped up his overdrive, he just knew it. I'm going to get this round for the team. And he got all of those shots on point. Got the enemy Jet to so low of HP. Cylon, for now, he has retaliated so well. Roblox, unfortunately, he's gonna go too, as Doxer's Hunter's Fury is gonna prevail victorious against him.
The answer back is just instantaneous coming out from two squads as well. Not really giving much of an opportunity to differentiate each other here. They need to be careful going into this. Not really the best of angles. A score. He took it completely by himself, and Summer good for one, but he's just not going to be able to find the second. Good positioning coming in from the members of Niory Esports. Weren't risking anything. And it seems as though Niory Esports do have a boot camp. I do believe that Kishi and Panda are just on the opposite side of one another.
Ooh. I don't know what's going on, man. Both the teams are not ready to give up. And if this thing continues for a longer time, and both of them will not have the economy that they're wanting for so long. For now, it's gonna be ZeroFrags who's not gonna get the economy on the other corner. It's Niory Esports with that perfect weaponry and the shields into the pockets. So hoping for a good, perfect round for themselves. For now, the flash was out. Dizzy being shot down, and
Good
there goes
shot.
Caramel. Sweet! Sweet! Batman.
I don't think Batman is sweet. Not at all. The man just wants to instill pain and fear into it. Just like Cylon! A flick and a half coming in from Cylon.
Spike planted.
Fast double kill to open up the site. And because I'm Batman, even though he got a miraculous kill on the raid boss of NES, they still have to worry about the Jet, who's just as much of a threat. Swing through, possibly ready and waiting. Didn't really get the catch, gives away the position, but has the jump spots to try and just give
Need to
him
do it
a
quick.
little bit more space to play around with.
He needs to do it
One
fast.
enemy remaining.
Dilon for now, he has gone for a quad kill already, and Kishi topping things off, stealing the ace that he needed for this round. This is where the entire thing started. A good combination. Dizzy and alongside Batman with a sweet, sweet shot. That's what I wanted to say, Aggie. But alright, Batman is not sweet. I do get it. Silon on the other corner. This man has been a behemoth. My oh my.
If Batman is sweet, then Tony Stark is humble. And you know that thing.
I'm
It's
still
just-
surprised we're still lingering around the same topic.
Placing alarm bot.
we have to. Small banter is very much necessary here.
Yeah, small
But for
banters
both
will-
of these teams, I don't think banter is gonna be a thing for them. Salon, ready? They're trying to take the fight, but look at Batman. He's so cautious in this duel. He didn't even try to go in for the swing, which is a perfect idea. Trying to fight
box
three
score?
players ready and waiting to try and trade you out is going to be a problem. Salon with the rotation. As we do see that Kishi trying to play a little bit more forward. Expected to fight, but Panda, good for one big kill here. Lion on the angle, needs to try and take the fight up against Caramel. This Reina in Empress, just as dangerous. Could come back to full HP at any second. One good swing and a fight, and they should be able to take away this duel. Aside, could just be there. Somebody misses the shot, and Batman
Big
he reigns
loss.
supreme instead. And Niory, they've showcased that they can bleed once again. Could just be a tie because of this Killjoy lockdown coming through. Is this clutch? I don't really
30
see them
seconds left.
having this in the bag at all. Irizora.
Oh yeah, for sure. Doxer right now has a slight bit of information upon where Scar is, but unfortunately he's not pushing up. Lion for now, he's repositioned, and this was very vital for the entire team. Double peak coming through, and Silon, he's gonna be sealing himself with the fate of death.
Vibe check. We feeling good?
4-4,
Hope
this
so.
team, what's going on? They're unstoppable, man. Just imagine in the map of Icebox itself, we're seeing such a close,
Turret out.
nail-biting game. What about the other maps? Huh? What about them? What will happen there?
You can tell that both teams are having a little bit of trouble when it comes down to this map too. But on Lotus, I don't think that's going to be the same case, even for the map of the Sun. Because those maps have just become second nature for a lot of players to just play it. A lot of teams don't even like the map of Icebox, and many choose to just ban it out, even though it is in my opinion at least, a little bit more of the balanced maps in the entire game when it comes down to defense and attack favor. Both sides have options, but having options doesn't really equal to it being a perfect match in every regard. But as we do have a little bit of a pause going, as I do believe that one of the players were having a little bit of a cam issue, so he's going to be fixing that one on Scar, I do believe. He's going to be fixing that in just a second. In the meantime, you guys can already see Crucial Ram. Make sure to check out links down below in the description. Check it all out. But other than that, going into the nitty gritty of the composition, I do believe that the attack side for ZeroFrags will be a little bit easier. That Neon can do so much if Batman is able to utilize the movement to its fullest. He still has yet to just, break someone's ankle. And as soon as he starts doing that, as soon as he gets that taste, I'm pretty sure he's going to run circles around the opponents. If he can, of course.
I mean, he's already showcasing one of the key aspects, that is moment, speed, and agility with the same agent, right? So I'm hoping that Batman, once he's in his A game, which he already is in, he's going to do a lot of damage to all of these players. But for now, guys, I would really like to say you one thing. If you want to experience effortless 1440p gaming, then you all have to buy this RTX 4070 Ti Super. So yeah, might as well bump up your FPS and play some really good high-defined game such as Valorant or other titles as well. It's power packed, man. It's power packed. So yeah, moving forward, Niory Esports versus ZeroFrags. What do you think after this tech pause is gonna happen, Aggie?
I think both teams are gonna have a little bit of a momentum reset at the end of the day, which is a good thing. They really do need it. Overall, though, I would personally say that ZeroFrags still has a very significant chance of winning into this run, just because of the ultimates that they still have. Viper's Pit, pretty much can guarantee a round if they use it properly going into a retake or even an early side hole. Then they have the Thrash. That Thrash is so dangerous on retakes plus early aggressive pushes towards mid if you have a proper smoke lineup in the center so that you can utilize the Thrash a little bit closer on an angle so that you can send it towards B main or A main depending on the position that the opponents are playing. Plus the way that you can utilize Dizzy to get a lot of value as well. It's a game changer in every regard. And with the amount of utility that we can witness from ZeroFrags, they are still at a very significant advantage. Don't forget about that. Niory Esports, on the other hand, they're relying a lot more on their gunfights, which I don't really prefer on the map of Icebox. Yes, you can win a lot of duels, but what happens when you start losing those duels? And I think that Caramel is in kind of that situation because Batman, up till now, he's been finding that perfect off angle every single time just because he has the neon. It's causing problems.
Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, I do understand the way the combination is coming through. Scar just going ahead, popping off the Dizzy, and Batman is getting the room and the space to go ahead, shut down any single agent right in front of him. That's one of the key aspects. And Caramel, as you can see, he's not doing pretty well. For sure, being
he's just
the
being shut
duelist, the
down.
second duelist. Yeah, he's been shut down multiple times. Being the second duelist for the team, I believe that he's going to bring in that perfect flavor to the entire side of the attackers. For now, he's just being isolated way too much. Once he pops off, I believe he's going to be unstoppable.
Absolutely. Making on the top rope on this one, Cylon. Good spam.
Here.
Ceylon's gonna be able to find that first initial kill, but for now, slight reset coming in from the defenders. Scar. That was a bit too close for comfort. Ceylon able to survive. Batman already in towards the side.
No
He's
way.
about to kill. Be able to do much. Hitting with another big one. Doxer able to hold, and with a fast swing, he's gonna be able to find his second as well. 4-5, ladies and gentlemen, as Ceylon opened up the side. And this team were just able to capitalize. Beautifully done.
Violent start. Violent start after the tech pause. And it just feels like Niory Esports, they have opened up one of the gates to get more rounds. Batman, previously, my god, there was some kind of fumble there. And that was the biggest mistake. Ceylon could have been instantly shut down. And that's where the entire downfall could have been. But Niory Esports, they hung till the end, man. They knew that they have to trust their guts and execute it properly. For now, close quarters. Scar. He was being a bit more ambitious here. Instantly bites a dust. Summer. No. I want to rewind that. Okay. That was some kind of a really nice shot coming through. The second one. He is shutting down people like it's like regular day in the office.
Yeah, it's so much utility to give into that fight as well, but he chose to do none of that. Try to run across, maybe take a duel, but up against the Sheriff, you still have to try and stop moving to even shoot that Phantom. Tough call overall for him. 2 players now dying out, but that fake did sell pretty well. The B side was being stacked onto, and also towards the side of mid. Caramel now opening things up, needs to worry about the gun in Summer's hand. Swings through, but Batman able to find the shutdown. 2 versus 2. Lockdown now being utilized to just try and hold down the line. Salon in the angle. Goes for the kill. He's looking for the second. He's just not going to be able to find it just yet. Batman on the angle, but up against Kishi. It is not going to be a problem. 4-6 is Niory Esports back in towards the lead. And getting this 2-round lead is massive for them. But at the same time, Zora, you have to remember, this was an eco round coming in from the defenders. And they were able to deal this much damage. Taking out 4 guns. That's massive for them.
That was a lot of damage, man. Batman, previous round, made some mistakes here and there, but right now, look at him, man. Charge forward. It's all about the aim. At the end, he did fumble, but it's all right. It's all right. Getting all of those kills onto your name and the money as well will definitely make them look very potent for this particular round. Ceylon, for now, his information has already been revealed that he was there right above the cubes. Batman, for now, is a bit more aggressive. Yet again, we all know this stance has caused a lot of problem in the past times. So will Niory Esports be ready for this?
He should be, when you think about it. But for now, Doxer. He's gonna get some information that there's 2 players in towards the side, but pretty generic information at the end of the day. Not really something that you can make a play out of. No noise being made whatsoever, even showcasing utility in some cases. Cruiser towards B, pretty standard as well. Now, they're gonna be able to walk in for a possible plan. As the game plan coming in could just be a full-scale retake. Summer now being spotted. They need to extend forward. Kishi's gonna be able to find the capitalization as well with Panda. Down over to 3v3 to try and make this one work. Batman able to find a big kill. Kishi though on the flank. Beautiful at that. All the way towards Snowman. Needs to find the timing. A little bit of a oopsie coming in from the leg. But that's completely okay because Doxer still... That is time.
Wingman to the rescue, guys. Wingman to the rescue. It doesn't matter whether you die, but if you deploy your wingman, he's gonna do the job unless and until your allies are alive. So that's what happened. The entire gist for the previous round, but this is where things just started to shape up for ZeroFrags. Shutting down Caramel was very vital, and the moment they did that, they were like, all right, this round is ours, man. This round is ours. Bang on. 5th coming on board. And it just feels like this team is unstoppable, man. Early Hunter's Fury, what's going on? Doxer getting that insight onto Scar, and Scar has been shut down. Shunned to death.
The overdrive now coming out for the Neon. Just deal even more damage here. Caramel able to find 1 kill though, opening things up. Batman in a beautiful position. The overdrive finding so much value every single time. Summer with another kill too. Now Ceylon trying to go for the big play. He's gonna be able to find 1 though. Down over to 2v2. I love the disciplined gameplay coming in from either side. As the attackers, they have the site to themselves. The Viper Smith still in play. 1 more kill is required for them to utilize it though. Ceylon, the angle's perfect, but very ambitious at the same time. If he whiffs the shot, it's gonna be tough. But Ceylon, he does not care. The pressure is where he thrives. A beautiful double to end things off. As Niory Esports, they end the first half with a lead to their name.
Man, he did not waver at all. If I was inside the game and two players jumped right in front of me, I would have had that jump scare in me. But look at the way Ceylon just went ahead, man. So calm, so cool, and just played like a wow.
I thought you were gonna say so calm, so cool, and so crispy, but never mind. The rhyme didn't finish. Hey, but I finished it for you. That's what bros are here for.
Oh, is it? All right. Aggressive, all right, man. I see what you're doing there.
Hey, hey.
I tried to bring in the
I don't finish
relatable
something,
stuff,
you finish it instead.
but I want to bring in more relatable stuff, but it seems like you want to go with the same old textbook yada yada, right?
I mean, come on. Some things that you have to make it rhyme. That's why we're here as casters. Timing is important, just like the melody of hitting headshots. Caramel could just be the one who's on the receiving end. Gets a good tap over towards Summer. He needs to make a run for it now. Didn't die in the process, but took a good chunk of damage because of it. These early frags and this early level of damage on the pistol round is just so crucial for them. Man, they're coming through, not really cancel out. The wingman does get shut down though in the worst possible time, just when the plan was about to go down
1
as well.
HP.
Our position already done and dusted. He needs to try and live through this one in a pretty bad angle, and Caramel and Kishi just finding all the frags in the world. Batman able to capitalize on the back end of it all. The gun in the hands of Caramel, a dangerous one at that. 40 HP, 1 bullet to the body, and he's completely done for. Well, Caramel has enough HP to survive too. This could be bad here, Azora. This 1v1 could just decide the fates of Niory if they want to turn this one around.
You know, the situation looks like a 60-40 and Caramel for now. 60 was for him. With the HP he had and the round.
I like
the pistol one. He's already gone for Niory Esports.
If I act superior.
5-8 aggressive. And I feel like Niory Esports, the way they started, it was all wobbly. And right now they have caught up the pace.
they're doing it, honestly. On this 5-8 scoreline, things are looking pretty strong coming out from them. Starting out this round with a shebang here. Remember to ZeroFrags. They're left scratching their heads slightly. That round should have been theirs, but are missing out on a lot of crucial shots. When he took that first initial duel, just costed them. Doesn't really have a backup plan going into it either. For this round. Worry. So on the lead of this. Worry about it a bit. Doctor, but for the first initial blow here, Smart doesn't really find the plan. Could be a problem, but Doctor, beautiful flick, able to find value, and the poor guy couldn't pick up the gun. The gun fell through the cracks. Salon, good for 1 more kill. Needs to try and live on the corner. He's not gonna be able to do much. Somewhere on the angle. Wait a minute. This could just be a possible thrifty. Somewhere with the classic. The right clicks are his thing to play around with.
Screen down.
It's for sure his forte, and look at the way they're switching around the position, heading towards side A for the post-round scenario.
Well, not
Has the insight, has the information. Lion, he was buying time. Summer goes ahead for the plant. Doctor, he's gonna be caught off guard, thinking, what just happened here? I'm just down to 4 HP, and Lion, he has done some hefty damage. Being sneaky peeky one with a knife out will not work in front of Summer, as he was so ready and adapted the entire situation towards his perfect angle.
Yeah, God, look at Doxer. Man's just flicking and hitting all of his shots with the Guardian.
He's like, wait,
Get
what?
the range,
Person
that's
right in front of
absurd.
him? No problem.
Absolutely. And look at Summer. Roster placement was perfect, but that both of the right clicks hit the head. That is something that is unheard of. Pretty sure that Caramel's not going to be happy about that one. Tough positions indeed. Pulling off a thrifty like this is going to change the sides of this battle drastically. Economy-wise and also alt-charge-wise. That Viper Spit is going to be coming online a lot more earlier than you would have expected. And with a big stack towards the A side, they're putting all of their eggs in one basket. And Niory, if this works, this is the read of the century for them.
Let's see if that's gonna happen. For now. Alright. The recon dart, it has been completely shattered. And Scar, he has taken on Ceylon. So early loss for Niory Esports. Looking at the way even the Viper, she's on so low HP. Man, things are not shaping up. Was he just
Wait.
looking at himself?
No, no. The drone got stuck. It happens from time to time. If you don't jump and use the
no.
drone, sometimes this drone gets stuck inside of Sova.
Okay, that's not the right situation you want.
30 seconds left.
The game has a love and hate relationship with all of us, especially when it comes down to stuff like this. But hey, we're still able to get the frag, right? So I wouldn't really say that was the end of the world for them. So mine's gonna come through from the side of Wingman, and now choice of a possible retake. The members of Niory
not
on
at
the
all.
angle, but Doctor,
Not at all.
he's not gonna be able to do much
Not at
up against
all.
Batman. What is this guy on? How is his aim so good? I want to know his routine. Because good God, every single time we look at this player, let it be on a Neon, let it be on a Jet or a Reyna, he has no mercy whatsoever.
Yeah, it was a streak, man. Left, back, and center, knew where the opponents are going to come from. And thereon, his aim was all he had. And big kills all across. 0 frags for now. They have managed to close things up. My God, Niory Esports. I still remember they had that perfect pistol of theirs. Had the lead. Next following round also they won it. But alright, after that came the downfall. 0 frag for now. They're looking very confident. Very strong when it comes to the attack side. And I believe I heard it from you itself, Aggie, that the composition that they have, it's really favored towards the attacking half. For now, the Hunter's Fury, Doxer alongside Ceylon and Kishi looking at the way they're just piling things up. The entire hit towards side A is all gone, shattered
Player standing.
into bits and pieces. Lion being the last man standing. Unfortunately, he cannot mess with those double peaks coming forward from Niory Esports.
And Niory Esports just had a better read into this round, plus the better ultimates as well. Ceylon being able to find that kill over to the Sova was the biggest surprise in my opinion. But at the end of the day, Niory just able to get that proper hold that you would have expected. I adore the way that they've been able to just play a lot of these rounds. As soon as the guns come into the hands of Niory, they turn into a completely different team. The confidence of this team shifts to a different direction. And that's what you want to see. But overall, coming into this round, you see that ZeroFrags once again trying to play out their strategy with the fast A rush, would just work out in their favor. Z, I don't really think he can pre-red just yet, but with the crash, able to find a good chunk of information. Needs to worry about the front lines of the Ceylon. He nearly got that kill. That could have been big for them. And he missed a very crucial bullet. But over towards the back. She's not going to be able to miss in that one though. But the 1-for-1 trade still favoring the attack by a large margin. Caramel still armed and dangerous. Needs to find the kill. He has the angle to do so. And this is Caramel in his element, ladies and gentlemen. The Empress is where he thrives. But Scar is not going to let that one happen. He's not going to let it slide any second. The space still theirs to play around with. Panda on the angle. Can just wait it through. The mosh pit. Holding down the lines here for as long as they possibly can. Scar with another big kill. The crosshair placement. Supreme. Down to only 7 bullets here. Doxer, good for 1 kill, but he's not going to be able to find the secondary. On the angle, it's going to be Scar, who is always victorious. And this Gecko takes the victory and 0 frags. They're one step closer for the equalization. 8-9. The map of Icebox slowly starts to heat up. It's global warming. Seems to be it.
I can see all the glaciers just going, melting away, fading. Scar, man. This man has recently played a 1v1 tournament and has hailed victorious. And just imagine having him right in front of you, which is Doxo versus Scar. Of course, Scar's gonna win that. He has already gotten that perfect bits and pieces about being the perfect Gecko main that he is. The insights, the information, the way he's going ahead, making it picture perfect for 0 fraggers. It's absolutely amazing.
just incredible to see how good the aim of some of these players are.
Spike planted.
For now, Salon is going to be the first one to take an engagement. The tailwind completely getting wasted out here, though. This is a bad call for them. Salon just to wait on the angle as the Killjoy lockdown's going to give them ample amounts of space to play into this. Batman still held down the angle. Wait a minute. This is such a suicidal play with all of the other team members on the angle and ready. I love to see this every single time. This was such a smart plan coming in from the members of ZeroFrags 2. Azora. 3 players, they ran away while the other 2 stood there and took the fight. Batman was that confident that this would have worked. Look at Scar. He was ready to find the second kill as well, but Batman's the one.
This was the moment that the boys came in my head. The moment Karamal went ahead for the peak and he thought that, 2 players are still caught in this lockdown. Let me go ahead, execute them. But no, the boys just chimed in. ZeroFrags giving no room at all for them to go ahead, do anything of sort of their own shenanigans. Every single thing has been stopped. And look at Cylon. He has come down to getting the operator online. I have not seen the operator come online from either of the corners. I mean, being in the defenders half, which was the corners of ZeroFraggers, they did not bring any operator. And right now I can see Cylon just go ahead, bring in. This is like, the bells going toying, the warning signs that right now you have to start playing your A game. Otherwise, Icebox is long gone.
Absolutely. Salon's bringing out this operator as the last-ditch effort to try and stop this Leon from just running amok on the server. Batman is, I don't know, he is absolutely fearless. That name he has, because I'm Batman, is very suiting for him. Not even the mad penguin that we have in front of our screens can try to stop him.
What, the global warming? Yeah, for sure, man. The penguins know they have to run away. So backpack is all on, and alongside a cap. Not that safe for the winters, but all right.
Sun. Doesn't need to be safe for the winters because at least he's going to be able to survive the sun, that's for certain. Overall, smart little bit of a ploy here, I would say. Niory. I don't know how this is going to work after this technical pause. Yes, of course, the technical pause was taken because Lion did disconnect, ladies and gentlemen, so we will be back in just a short little while. But overall, what I'm really surprised about is the way that ZeroFrags are playing into this. They are showing no respect, which I love and hate at the same time, because yeah, showing respect to your opposition is important, but showing absolutely no respect is just a completely different ballgame and a different story. You tell me, are they showing any respect to their opponents? No. Who stands there in a Killjoy lockdown, 2-player song? I understand Batman did it. Yeah, he's the suicidal pawn. He's gonna do it. It's okay. But it doesn't make sense.
So you know what, Aggressive? We're gonna talk about that a bit later. We're gonna take a small little break and we'll be right back. The action is gonna be on, so don't go anywhere. See, here's the thing. Whenever we promise that we're going to be back after a small little break, we are always back. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Esports Club Presents Showdown Series Season 3 for Valorant, powered by Crucial by Micron, GPU partner ZeroFrags Gaming, alongside our media partner that is Gossip.gg. It's going to be me, Osora, alongside Aggressive, and we are jumping directly into the game.
Take flight.
Hey. It's absolutely okay. Oh god, jumping on down over in towards the game. For now though. 9-9. As the ultimates are now online for the members of ZeroFrag. They know for a fact that they don't need to rush this. Take your time, understand where your opponents are first, and then opt to go in for the duel. Because when you have 3 powerful ultimates, a killjoy, lockdown, the thrash, plus an overdrive, you need to know your opponents are before you do something. First level of information already being found out. It's just Batman winning out on these duels every single time. The Neon working wonders for him. Being able to duel out Caramel is such a big thing. Not everyone can do it. The Tailwind no longer in his arsenal. Slon needs to make a run for it. Does get caught out here. Needs to wait it down through. Flame Wall giving them a little, the fast lane giving them a little bit more of space to just play around with. But Panda on the flank is just such a problem for him, Azora. Panda's able to find 2, and the defense now has an opportunity to turn this one on its head.
No.
Oh, that's
What's going on? The diffusal comes through. 47. All right, he's been taken out. But look at the way he's already sucked down the diffuse. It was a ninja coming through, and Niory Esports. The execution, the initiation was so perfect. But it's all gone. Niory Esports, look at them laugh about it. Panda, especially the backstab being initiated by him. My oh my. They definitely bring in a lot of flavor to this previous round. And right now, ZeroFrags, they're just thinking, they're scratching their heads. They're like, what just went wrong? We had everything perfect.
Scanning ahead.
Batman took a really nice initiative, got a couple of frags, but nope, nothing worked out for the best.
Oh no, Robo. You gotta be careful about this one. Caramel, good for the first kill as Batman still could cause some problems. He's able to find out one more, but Doxer finds the immediate trade-off. Thrash now being utilized, doesn't really catch anyone, but forces them back in a very uncomfortable position. Panda needs to get the perfect timing here. Let's get denied here on the first boat. Summer needs to find the angle for the swing, but Panda
By one.
give this man a chance to do wonders, and he is gonna do it. 9-11, ladies and gentlemen, and right after the pause, it seems the Niory, they are the ones to take the advantage. 9-11, a good and early start coming in from Batman, but it just wasn't enough for them to find the victory here because Panda, he is built completely different.
Oh, for sure, man. The individual peaks coming through, of course, is going to give you a lot of room to go ahead and destroy yourself. Why? ZeroFrags, I mean, I do get it. A-side has been one of your forte. Your executions are picture perfect there. But then doing it again and again just gives Niory Esports more room to decide what needs to be done. And the way they're deploying the set pieces, it's absolute to perfection. No mid endeavors, nothing, no versatility coming forward. It's just plain simple rush, blatant rush towards site A. And that's always going to cost you. So, yeah, these kind of mistakes, if it's going to happen again and again, then I don't think so. It's going to stop in Icebox. It's going to go further towards Lotus alongside Ascent as well if things goes towards the deciders. I want them to go towards the deciders. So, yeah. Versatility, that's one of the things which needs to be brought upon.
Just have to wait and see how this one goes. 9-11 on the scorecards, ladies and gentlemen. One more round away for Niory Esports to just take this one away, and Salon could just be the first one. Cause this to happen. Operator shot already being given. They have the angle, but the missed bullets is gonna cause an issue here for them. Tiny bit of damage over on the one side. Robo able to find value over towards one. Needs to worry about Batman, who's trying to run itself forward.
Oh,
There's always going to be an issue. Batman He takes absolutely no prisoners. But Kishi
All right.
able to find the capitalization. Batman a little bit too fast for his own good. Did get caught out in the open. With that, still an opportunity and a chance. Silon on a beautiful angle, misses the other shot here. The operator still not being able to find value, deals the damage though at the bare minimum. Wingman has been denied. Not the best of situation to send in the Wingman here as well. Angle, perfect. Silon good for one more kill. Looks for the last frag. He's just not going to be able to find it. Instead, it's going to be Doxer who shuts down the Gecko. A very messy round indeed coming in from the members of ZeroFrags. They didn't even communicate going into this round, Azora. They were running around like headless chickens. What was this?
Yeah, they were running around like headless chickens, except for Batman. Batman did try his level best, but unfortunately Kishi was the fate that sealed the entire deal. The other corner, well, the Wingman, it should have been near about towards the container, but unfortunately a misclick and he went a bit too forward. The nano swarms were not even meant to be there. But here's the luck. Here's the entire thing which completely focused Niory Esports to get that round, and one by one they are getting it. They're already hitting the match point, and finally I can see Niory Esports, they're built upon a really good repo. Previous to this, after the first half, I just thought that things are dwindling for them, but again they have brought it back, and we are again gonna see that action come in hand. For now, it's a 3v3 situation, the 12th round, possibly the 13th one coming for Niory Esports. ZeroFrags, they need to, slightly buckle up here.
If this op is able to find any form of value, this is going to be a tough one. No one peeking into him here. Salon playing a good and dangerous game on the furly bird here. Salon on the angle, able to find the denial once again. Every single time the Wingman just not able to find much. Salon jumps straight through. He's going to be able to take out the Wingman. And also the holder as well.
30 seconds
Ishi,
left.
little bit of damage, waiting for another tap here, utilizing all of the sound cues that he's can get. One more big kill, and Niory still able to live and survive. It's Robo not being able to find value. 9-13, ladies and gentlemen, as Niory, they take the victory here. That's good. God, that was tight, but I don't know why Scar kept on trying to plant in the exact same spot. Sometimes when the Wingman gets destroyed like that, you need to understand you have to plant a little bit closer towards the bottom edge of heaven, the nest area. You need to plant directly under there and then try to maybe push for the players who are towards Snowman. Because if you have proper Snowman control, then you don't have to worry about the Wingman getting broken by the players that could be coming in from orange. It just didn't make any goddamn sense what was happening on that attack side. As soon as these pauses started to kick in, the team's morale just got thrown out of the window. I have no idea where that coordination and gameplay that they had on the defensive side went when the attack rolled.
I mean, it was a good start. Later on, like you mentioned, Aggie, the plants, the way they were coming through, it was just like more of an part where I could say an ego part that they have to go in for the plant rather than go for a safe plant. They've kept doing it repeatedly again and again, and Viper's Pit was not even close to the Wingman. And that's the biggest mistake. You need to know where you have to thread your Wingman towards, because he can do whatever you want it to do, but then the only bare minimum he asks is the position, the location, the accurate location. It's the second time the same thing happened, and ZeroFrags, they could not do much because the spike was being dropped again and again, and the shorty Silon, my, after it being buffed, he just knew what needs to be done. Just went ahead, pumped 2 shots, got a kill, later on died. It does not matter, but he did the damage. The Wingman, the Dizzy, all of the utilities which Gecko could use was sealed shut. And that was the only part where they could even go ahead and capitalize things with. And once that got nullified, once that got removed, the entire team, they were caught off guard. No plants were coming through, and again, being so obvious for the open plant, the moment they did that, Viper got shot down, and the entire cookie started crumbling. So multiple mistakes. I'm hoping that ZeroFrags are going to be ready for the next map, which is going to be Lotus. But in the map of Icebox, the fate has already been sealed shut, and it is going to be Niory Esports. I mean, the composition they were running start off, we were thinking that it's going to be, very shaky. They have a duelist composition coming through, and I could see only one man pop off, which was Ceylon. Later on, Caramel also joined into that action, and that was one of the eye-opening moments for the entire team to, get that confidence and start up good.
It's just the small nitty-gritty things that differentiate these two teams. I'd say Niory are an incredible squad, but so are the members of ZeroFrag. They know what they need to do, but they don't know how to adapt. That's where the experience matters a lot. You have players like Panda on the opponent team, players like Caramel, who even though they were not having the best of performances, they still knew how to guide everyone else to do the same. Ceylon was a superstar in this game, but the way that he played around with his team, that's the thing. There were countless situations where Batman single-handedly had to go alone, take the fight, and win. But that's the thing. How often do you think Batman's going to be able to win all of these duels? Yes, he is Batman, but still, there are limits to what he can bring to the table. I was yet to see a proper utilization of utility where Batman was able to take entry based upon the utility that was given by his team. The attack side looking very rough for the members of ZeroFrags, and unless they're able to fix it heading into Lotus, I have no clue how they're going to be able to turn this one around.
Three-sided map, aggressive. Three-sided map. We all know the rotating doors gives a lot of information in this map, and moving forward, sealing shut one side, which is C, enables the option for the attackers to go only for A and B. But again, I believe for a fact that because I am Batman, is gonna go ahead, take Neon and get that early control towards the broken wall and try and seal shut the A side completely, because that's the only way you can enter. Moreover, there's a broken wall towards B. That's where you can make your move forward towards, but that's a big, deadly and risky move to even go ahead and implement. So sealing shut the entire A side will be very vital for ZeroFrags, because they need this map. They need it. It's a desperate attempt for them to be in this BO3. Else, Niory Esports, they're going to run away with 2-0.
Hey, the possibility of having that safety net is still there. Don't forget, this is the double elimination format, ladies and gentlemen. So whoever loses here still has an opportunity to go into the lower brackets, get that second chance, and possibly have that compensatory up against this team. And that's kind of the thing that a lot of teams try to leverage a little bit too much. Do not treat those lower bracket runs as a safety net. You have to go big when it comes to this bracket. Show all of your hand. Make sure you play to your fullest, because down in those lower brackets, you need to play double the games that the upper bracket players have to play. Not only is it fatiguing, it also does allow you to practice a little bit more in that tournament setting, but it's that mental strain and pressure that can really cause you to crumble. I don't know how to say this, but I do have a feeling that Niory might just have a pretty good chance taking the map of Lotus, only if Caramel's able to come up big here. Because if Batman was able to give that level of performance on Icebox, a map that is a little bit more reliant on your initiator to give you value, then what's going to happen on Lotus? Because Lotus is not as initiator intensive. If you have a proper gameplay loop just by yourself and you have a good game plan going into the map, then you should be fine. So it's going to be a tough one for the members of Niory to take a possible 2-0 victory.
Well, yeah, it's all about permutation and compositions, right? Like, all you have to do is understand how you can go ahead and execute. And that's what we're discussing all about, like the way A side can be completely shut down, and Niory Esports, they can run away with another one, except if Caramel just goes ahead, starts popping off, then it's going to be a different scenario altogether. They're going to have that perfect win, flawless victory for themselves. So yeah, if ZeroFrags want to be in the game, they have to play. They want to play towards the deciders and move in towards the upper brackets of being in the safety net side. And yeah, they have to give it their all. But this is the result of Icebox. The way things have started and ended. Because I'm Batman, he has done every single thing that an initiator can do, especially being Neon, running around, getting 26 frags for himself, for the team, and building up the pace, getting those rounds which were looking impossible, right? He hit his shots right off the bat and got them for the team. On the other corner, it is Ceylon getting 21 kills. And first picks, you can see the massive difference between Because I'm Batman and Ceylon. It's massive, man.
It's just insane to see that Because I'm Batman had an amazing performance. This man was just single-handedly taking over. 342 ACS on the losing side, Zora. On the losing side.
Yep.
6 first bloods, 26 kills. That does not happen unless you are a different beast entirely.
And looking at the way he always steps up, always steps up. In the previous tournament itself, we could see him being the top 5 contestant of getting a right charm, or any of the goodies, whichever is going to be there, given to them, being in the top 3. So he always steps up for the team. And looking forward, he has a lot of potential as well. The way the entire team has played, I mean, I do get it. There were mistakes here and there. The plant was not going down as well as expected. And that's one of the things which they need to refine. So hoping that they're going to have that mental reset moving forward in the next map, in the map of Lotus. We're going to talk about it real soon. But for now, we're going to take a small break. See you on the other side.
Last player standing.
All right, folks, we are back after a small little break. You guys are watching the Esports Club presents Showdown Series Season 2 for Valorant, powered by Crucial by Micron, GPU partner ZeroFrags Gaming, alongside media partner Gossip.gg. It's gonna be me, Azura, alongside Aggressive. Aggressive first game itself was absolutely amazing for the likes of Niory Esports, just because of the way they were playing. They were getting those early picks and getting the capitalization early in the round itself. But moving forward, we have Lotus. Icebox is done and dusted. Lotus is going to be next. 3-sided map. We already had a discussion upon what needs to be done. But what do you think? What will happen?
Hey, no, they should be the ones to take it if Caramel has a good day on Lotus. Or if Ceylon comes in even bigger and he picks up the race instead. Double duelist compositions on the map of Lotus is a very problematic composition to run for one very important reason. Your duelists need to be on par with one another, plus they need to know how to communicate with each other properly, because any form of communication gap that a duelist can have with his or her other duelist could just be the thing that crumbles in it. It's tough. I understand that maybe Niory, they're playing a little bit more towards comfort. Don't forget, brand new organization, they've come together. They're still trying to scrim things through. They're still trying to understand what each other are doing and how to play with one another. So, not the end of the world, I would say. It's pretty good. Still doing well. But that's kind of the thing. How well can you do with a double duelist? You're lacking a lot of utility that could just work out in your favor. You're relying on your opponents to make mistakes. I'm telling you here outright that if Scar didn't place his wingman all willy-nilly there at the very end of Icebox in this last 2 rounds, this could have been a possible win going in the favor of ZeroFrags. But they're making mistakes, and the more experienced players are just capitalizing on them in every turn.
I mean, here's where the experience comes in, right? You know this is a mistake, and that's where you bang on, spot on, capitalize upon it. And that's one of the things which we're seeing again and again. Moving forward, 3-sided map, what is the kind of composition you're going to be running if you think will be the best in the map of Lotus? What's it going to be?
A double controller, double initiator, anything kind of goes on this map, but you need something to stall out your opponent's. Raze is a must-have on this map for that very reason. You can pick up the Neon as a secondary duelist. It's not bad either because Lotus has a lot of good lines of sight, but a double initiator is a must. My personal favorites, Gecko and Fade. Very strong combination. Can easily take over space, can gain information, plus you have that wingman to go in for easy plans as well. On the other side of the spectrum, what professionals are technically doing these days, they're picking up that Gecko and the Breach. The Breach just allows you to be a lot more aggressive towards mid, which is one of the key pain points, I would say, for the other composition. Fade can't really do much towards mid. Gecko as well, his DC gets shot out almost instantly, and unless you have your Thrash, you're not going to get any value. But with the Breach, you can throw a single fault line, the entire control over B main. And with that control, you can play a lot more aggro towards C, utilize your flashes, do so much more. The versatility that Breach has, I would say, on every map of the game of Valorant is kind of strange. Breach is one of those characters that was argued to be such a weak character. He recently got absolutely no buffs, no nothing. Sky got nerfed, and then Breach became the best initiator in the entire game. To Sova. Almost even better than Sova when you think about it, because a lot of people are barely even touching Sova anymore on any map other than SF. And sometimes in Haven, but even on Haven, a lot of teams are straying away from it.
Well, even in the map of Icebox, we did see that Sova coming in from both the sides. It was a dual initiator composition by ZeroFrags. It did not work that well, but still they tried to make something out of it. Other than that, I have seen because I'm Batman, just going ahead, obliterating the enemies over and out, getting all of those overrides again, and the ultimates popping off again and again. So that's one of the crucial moments for the entire team to go ahead and bring in that value. But it seems like, it's ZeroFrags thinking about bringing in a Breach, and they've already brought in Lion going in for that KJ, and we can see an opponent KJ as well. Doxer, of course, being one of the crucial members of Niory Esports, has stepped up. I believe it's a dual controller coming in from the likes of Niory Esports, but on the other corner, what's it gonna be? 2 players still yet to pick. Roblox for alongside because I'm Batman, already going in for that raise. Looks pretty nice. I mean, they're having that composition which you're talking about, and I'm hoping that they can seal the deal in this map.
I'm expecting them to go in for that second initiator because Reach as your primary initiator is not really the best of ideas yet. That's happen. Omen in hand, a very standard composition for the map of Lotus, not really that sprite double initiator. Extremely potent here for that very reason. You have that Fade to gather intel, and based upon that intel, you commit onto a flash, which is perfect because Fade has 2 prowlers to do the information because of the information that he's able to give you. And with stuff like that, Niory on the other side, utilizing Fade as its solo information gathering utility is just going to be tough, I would say, because in every situation, I want to have the Fade as a solo initiator, yes, on the map of Lotus, but at the same time, not having any form of follow-up could be a problem. I do not know how the Raze is going to be able to catch up to this. Plus, with the double controller setup, it's going to be even more difficult for them to find an overall understanding of what the pace could be like. Niory, they're playing a very difficult composition, but if they're able to pull it off, it can work wonders against a team that loves to just be up in your face all the time, especially when you have a player like Batman to deal with.
Well, Batman has surprised them way too much, and this time he has surprised us by bringing in Raze. And we did see him play Neon previously, very well played. Right now, switching up to Raze, looking forward to get that space earlier off itself. And the paint shell, how well is it going to be aimed at the spot wherever he designs? We're going to see that real soon. This is ZeroFrags versus Niory Esports, the second map of this best of 3. And the pistols have already begun.
We're just gonna need to wait and see how this one goes out for them. It's Robo. First line of contact, trying to do a little bit of a bait here. That's the early stun. But that's a good amount of damage already being given. Early fight towards the mid lines. Batman not able to find much here. Scar able to capitalize. Does find the 1-for-1 trade, but not the most favorable 1-for-1 trade at the end of the day, I would say. Caramel on the angle, the smoke about to feed in just like 5 seconds, I do believe. It's Robo trying to find another fight. Still on, able to catch out Scar. Beautiful kill. Lion able to find value now. That's the pincer that they wanted. Bait Eye giving a bit more information. Baits are perfect. Hand on the angle. Right click does not connect. Runs out of bullets in the worst possible time. And now Lion, beautiful jump spot. Doesn't happen. Still on the top rope. And Lion survives by ducking under the bullet. Salon, he nearly found that kill, but that could have gone completely wrong. As Lion thanking his lucky stars for that one. 1-0, ladies and gentlemen. As NES, they lost it.
All he had to do was bring in the boombot. That's all. It would have been his round. Correct me if I'm wrong. He was being pincered by 2 different angles. The moment he saw Lion was waiting, he was aiming at him itself, and for a moment he just went around the block trying to get a better angle. He could have dropped in the alarm bot, and it would have bought him a lot of time. But it's alright. Pistol round going in for ZeroFrags. Niory Esports, we all know they have had this history that the first pistol round, whatever happens, they lose it, and the second one, that's where they bank upon.
Going into this round. Do have a chance to just get back in for themselves. But the Sheriff only able to deal damage here, not being able to find the frag. One good plant, and they're kind of golden going into this round. But if they do lose here, that's completely fine. Deal as much damage as you possibly can and hold on to the line here. The gun not yet retrieved, so still playing with the weakest of weapons here, going into this round. Doxer has a Sheriff in hand to maybe find that first bullet and a kill. He's gonna be able to do so. This could just be an issue. Doxer missed out on way too much. Batman able to shut him down instead. No paranoia in hand. Goes on the angle. Fade already spotted. Summer's gonna be able to find that big kill. No. And Batman with the last 2. 2-0, ladies and gentlemen. A decent round, I would say, with the spike plant going down and taking over 2 guns. So, not the end of the world, but this could have been a lot more better if Doxer just could land that one shot over towards Batman. This could have been a possible thrifty win for them.
Yeah, could have possibly been one. But it's alright, it's all done and dusted now. Getting the full by Niory Esports. They have fancied themselves the weapons whichever they want. And looking forward, Kishi and Caramel, they've gone in for the half shield. Caramel, surprisingly, I mean, he does amazing being the duelist. Being in the controller's end, he's kind of nerfed himself. But let's see whether he's going to be unleashing his full potential with all the utilities that he has or not.
Bomb grenade out.
For now. Slight bit more of a reset here, as we do see that the members of Niory, they're trying to find that early utilization of utility, as we do see that Salon hit the bullet there a little bit too early on that one. Panda good on the angle, but the fade still causing problems. Lion beautifully done. The Sheriff able to sing that song that we all love to hear. The taps are gorgeous on this man. Lion on the angle, tries to go in for a little bit more of a cheeky duel. He was a bit too overconfident after getting those 2 kills. And it can cause problems for you in the long run. One more fight is all that they need. Angle already presented. Scar first on the duel. Doesn't really find the kill, but gives away information instead. Needs to worry about the front lines here. Robo. Find out much as Batman just shuts down the last 2 as well. The ZeroFrags. 3 rounds to their name. Niory just looks to be completely disconnected. Trying to rush in towards the side. Panda, there was no reason to take that duel just yet. You needed to wait for your team to run in towards the side first, buddy. Or if you wanted to take that fight, it would have been much more optimum to just sit on the high ground and wait for it.
Well, in fact, the weights are always going to be there, right? Will it be the rounds which have already lost Niory Esports for now? They're just thinking that let's go ahead, bring Sheriffs in the picture, and go for a thrifty real soon. But on the other corner, it is ZeroFrags already having a really good start in the previous bye round, which Niory Esports lost, has left them in absolute shambles. Caramel, by now, he's a bit more aggressive, getting the information onto side A, moving in slowly, holding the angle the entire team builds upon.
You know, with the weaker buys that they do have in their hands. Just be a problem. Kishi on the angle. This is to wait and see how this one goes. It's Robo. We need to try and find a fight here, but they're not giving anything to him.
Killed my bot.
Boxer. Level 3 entry over towards the seaside as Lion. Pretty much the first line of contact, but it's giving up the side. Very smart coming out from him too. Because the Killjoy lockdown still yet to be utilized. Perfect on the ultimate play. Angle close. Caramel. Beautiful kill over towards the first. He's looking for even more. Paranoia coming through on the first lines. But Salon able to find value. Good for another kill, but they still need to worry about the players that are rushing in from the opposite side.
No way!
Finding so much value in possible thrifty indeed! The members of Niory riding on the backs of Salon and his one sheriff. The demon has been unleashed. And Salon and Caramel finding the openings and then finding all of the trades. Look at that man. Even when he was full blind, he was ready to take the duel and make sure his team crosses the finish line. 3-1. It's Niory. They're back into it.
They're once again back into the game. Niory Esports wanted a very decent break, and here's what they get because I'm Batman being aggressive. Instant punishment. Ceylon getting 2 big kills already. It's like this man has already unleashed his potential. Caramel for now. He did make them space for the entire team to move around, get that perfect footing towards the side, and Kishi piles upon it. Last 2 players remaining. ZeroFrags having no sight, no hope on winning this round. Multiple times the mistakes, it's just bouncing, reflecting upon their performance now. The previous one was a deal breaker, but now losing it in this manner. Doxer catching Lion off guard. Well, that's how things are going to be done. 2 major ultimates are already being kept in the pocket. So yeah, that's something big.
Just gonna have to wait and see how this one goes. The summer in the back of this one. He's waiting on the angle here as Doxer. Left and ready for another kill. He's just not gonna be able to do much. A flawless round for Niory. They are ready and pumped going into this. And you already see what I see as well, right, Azora? That a one big ultimate could just end it for anything that the defenders have prepared. Yeah, they have their own result to play around with, but how much do you want to invest into this round as they're heading into the following one, which would be the breaker for the equalization? If you're able to sort your opponents here, what you freaking do, that you still are able to carry the lead. But optimally, it would be better to use it in the next round because you don't have the economy going into this. If you're able to break their eco in the following round with your ultimate, it could be so much bigger. But at the end, it's Lion who took that early duel, did find a kill, so that's absolutely gorgeous and perfect. Well, not finding much value whatsoever. Batman with another big kill over towards Doctor, who was a bit too overzealous here. Ceylon able to clear out the site and find value. With the plant now going through a 3 versus 4 on the retake. They are extending as far as they possibly can, but the question is for how long? Ceylon able to find the trace, take us over to a 2v2. As Azora, positions are perfect coming in from the attackers. This post plant looks to be holding strong. Woo. Just look at these guys.
Gear up, stay safe. We're going back in.
Well, it's a quad kill from him. This man is unstoppable. The way he's getting all the things done right, dusted for the team. A confident start right off the bat. They were not doing that well. ZeroFrags had 3 rounds to themselves, and look at the way things have been equalized. The utility game being strong, even the ultimates. The way the entire site was cleared by Ceylon, that's where things just started brewing upon. Niory Esports,
You should run.
for now, they're looking good.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
I don't think looking good is going to be enough for this one. The attackers
That was
invested
smart,
a very big ultimate going into this. Still have a chance to extend themselves if they want to. The Nightfall is in hand.
There.
Ishii on the angle, has the timing, but the swing's pretty bad here. Lion able to find one, but does get traded out almost immediately. Kishi having that Nightfall could have been just so crucial and important for them.
Oh, that was big.
Ming is not their best friend. They're just taking this one through. They need to break it as quickly as they possibly can. Panda on the angle, and I have no idea what the game plan was going into this. Where were the players, buddy? And Kishi, why are you pushing forward when you have the Nightfall?
Karamel had to step up. He was there towards the link itself, just waiting it out, heading for the defuse, but unfortunately he could not do much. The smokes came through. And ZeroFrags, for now, they have stolen a round. They had no business in winning that one, but they stole it. Daylight robbery. Niory Esports looking confident. But in the previous one, the way things went around, for sure, they need to think things. And same goes for ZeroFrags. They have sheriffs. They have gone in for that thrifty for themselves. But I do want to see how things can pan out. Doxer, for now, he's going to be way too excited to see what's going on towards side C. He's way too low on HP, and look at the way the entire team is trifling right upon him. Getting the information will be very vital. He now knows there are multiple heading, and there's no one guiding any side.
This round is just going to be such a dangerous round as well. Ishii taking a lot of damage here going into this. Caramel able to find a little bit of breathing room here, fighting it out through. One more on the sidelines. Caramel still holding strong against the 4K, and this is Caramel engaged. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we wanted to see. It's Caramel. Every time you look at this player, you want to see him shine. A tier 1 experience really coming in clutch for him. As being the much more experienced player of the team, plays like this, it's just commonplace for him. 4-4 as Niory, they're back in it to try and win it this time. Ceylon one way from that showstopper. And these side executions will get a lot more simpler for him soon.
They need to be. They have to be. Equalizer coming again and again. He's trying to figure out what needs to be done. Lion, for now, he has gone in for the early lockdown, just trying to deny any possible entrance from the opponents. Niory Esports, for now, they have backtracked their way towards reaching towards one of the perfect sites now. Yes, B side being under siege constantly, the pressure being on, and that was all just a ruse. Slightly making the room, the space, getting towards A will be one of the key aspects. They were selling a lot of fakes all this time, but I don't know if ZeroFrags have even bought that fake.
How many fakes are you even going to try and throw into the mix here? I understand that you want to run down the clock because of the ultimates that you have, but that's the thing. Ultimates can only take you so far unless you're able to find value here. No, into the shadows as well for a fast and quick rotation. They need to commit into this. A little bit questionable. Salon, the satchel was not necessary whatsoever, but I guess he wanted to make a little bit of a party happen. On the angle, could have been better. Kishi getting shut down. 15 seconds left on the clock. Doxer able to find the equalization. Doesn't need to push. Doxer, why?
Surprise, surprise!
He just needs to
All
wait
right.
on the angle. Just patch up maybe a rotation or two. It could have been so much more drastically different. Panda finding good chunk of value here. Dropping the smoke would be the perfect plan here. Going into this. Summer over from the top. It's
wow.
not his foot.
Mini-map
Poor
as well.
guy. Yep. Not even the mini-map. I think he saw the foot on his screen. Gave all the information away. One in towards the hand. This Robo could just find them on a lineup. Nope, they're not even gonna give anything. Wrap around the Rosie. Sorry, ring around the Rosie. And they're able to find everything for themselves. Robo on the perfect angle and Camel with a beautiful off angle as well. They're able to find the round. And they still have not yet invested the night. That Nightfall is so dangerous. Like, you have no idea how dangerous it is. And as soon as they use it, they can guarantee a round. I love how the members of Niory, they're cycling each other's ultimate. They're not over-investing it. This Viper Spit, very necessary for them to win the round, considering it was a 2v2. But now, going in forward, that Nightfall should guarantee them another round if they're able to use it properly. There will be a counter Nightfall. There's a good chance there will be one, but even then, being able to bait it out and stop them from using it on a post-plan scenario will drastically increase your overall chances of winning into this. But for now, small mistakes of the lineups, so basically full resets from either side, but Lion doesn't really seem to have any chill. The man once again gets the opening frag. How many first bloods is it for this one Sentinel player? He's doing wonders.
Indeed, he is. ZeroFrag. Yet again, now they're having a very slow start. They're not regressing forward. Does the early attack with the Ares. And that's pretty much it. Just trying to create some noise here. Some damage. Right after that, Doxer for now being a bit more adventurous, heading towards side B, but looking at the way the entire side is
Open the door! Terrible!
He is already known that every single thing is up for grasp. Side A completely under the control of Niory Esports, and the trade-off was decent enough. Smokes, of course, it's not going to be there for the likes of Niory Esports, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't happen that way because I'm Batman for now. His sheriff is singing. Is singing a song, the symphony of him doing something very devious.
Oh my god, lineup!
In the midst of it, the lineup has been absolutely amazing, commendable stuff coming in from him. And it's a 1v2 scenario where I do not see Lion clutching it out. The positions being unknown and the shots coming through.
No, Kishi, no!
Not too much. Kishi on the other corner.
Exactly like Manoj.
Look at him, just trying his level best. He did see some kind of a sliver here, thinking that it's all right. Let me just lure in the opponent, and that's what he did. A right click to end things off. 6th on board, Niory Esports.
Small whiffs here and there, but overall, the positioning was just gorgeous all around coming in from the members of Niory. They missed their shots, but that's completely fine. Look at how they were able to capitalize. Utility used beautifully in every regard. And ZeroFrags just didn't have an answer. What is your answer in this situation? Absolutely nothing, because you know you're royally screwed. Still no utilization of the Nightfall. I have no clue what they're holding on to that one for. But going into this round, Niory, they did cut off though. The Omen now dying, Paranoia not in hand, and the smokes that they could have used to make a side execution towards C is no longer present. They have to go. I don't really see a situation where they're gonna be able to go anywhere else otherwise. Walking towards the walking towards the B side. Already expected. Scar, good for the first kill. Needs to find the answer. Trades are good from either side. They need to worry a little bit more though. But Batman, what a shot! The flick was perfect. 5 to 6. ZeroFrags to answering back blow for blow. One more round to make the difference. Possibly a big and early lead for the members of Niory once more, or a complete equalization clean slate going into that second half, where the pest round carries more weight than any other.
Well, it's the last round for the first half. And I'm hoping that things can fall in for the side of ZeroFrags. It's going to be a perfect first half. 6-6. For now, looking at the way the entire team is aggressed so further towards the A lobby. I'm hoping that they have some kind of a plan here. Summer, for now, has already made his way towards the half wall. Getting the perfect insight onto where the opponents can be. This is a very dangerous angle. Alright, the location has been revealed. The peek comes through. But Caramel, he has faced a lot of damage. He needs to run away, skedaddle his way through. As the team is making way towards side C. Lion, for now, he needs to run away. The entire room, the space for themselves. And Batman comes with the same counterpart. Showstopper from both the corners. And poof goes the entire team.
Face your fear!
For now, going into this one, this retake somehow still is not yet working. The attackers, the defenders have invested so many big ultimates going into this round, but the counter now it falls, just working in tandem with one another. Lion, beautiful on the first kill. Panda, big gap in the smoke. This could just be a problem, but never mind. Kishi, crosshair placement galore. Able to find that first one. A big kill indeed. The timing needs to be accurate here going into it, but Batman swings through, able to find a big kill on his own accord. Kishi still being the boogeyman and the danger on the opposite side, but Lion is not giving anything away. The roar of the king is present.
Oh, no, you don't deserve my inventions.
And the king of the jungle takes it away.
He's setting some benchmarks here. Getting a 6th on board. ZeroFrags, for sure, they're in this contention of the map of Lotus. Who's gonna take it? It's still not decided. 6-6 for both the sides. And I don't think so. Either of the corner wants to stop. They just want to go toe-to-toe again and again until someone throws in the white towel. Niory Esports, it was a good try for the last round. Investments were being made, heavy investments. And as you could see, the way Kishi was getting those shots through the smoke, he was being absolutely nasty and devious about it. But ultimately, the aggressiveness, the aggression of Panda costed a lot for the entire team. ZeroFrags, for now, they have the 6th, an equalizer. And anything can happen. Anything can happen in the next pistol round.
Let's have to wait and see how this one goes. Small bit of a technical pause to get the teams used to all of this. But for now, I don't know how both of these squads are gonna be going through on this one. Pause.
It seems a lot you're
Getting taken
processing
off
right
here.
here, aggressive.
Yeah, I'm processing a good bit here. A lot of things are going on in my head, and I have a couple of voices just chiming in. One's a devil, another one's an angel.
Is that is that the devil and the angel talking at the same time?
Yeah, exactly. The devil's kind of ugly, though. I'm not gonna say what's
I know
the
who
angel.
the devil is.
What's,
then.
nah. I'm not gonna say who it is exactly. But for now, as I do see the jump in towards the sidelines here. They're waiting to take this early fight. As Doxer in a pretty good position to try and hold this one through, but even then, it's gonna be so dangerous. Look towards.
No.
No one's watching me.
not do
Hello.
that.
Zero
Do
frags.
not do that. You need to check your corners. You need to check your back as well. Looking at the
No
way
one's
the
watching
opening
main?
was created. Oh my god. What did
Azora,
I just
no
say?
one's watching main.
Yeah, nobody is.
Explain.
Oh, no, you don't deserve my
See, here's the thing. They were so one-directional. They thought that the push is coming forward. Let us just go ahead and see where the players are going to be towards the heaven. That's the majority of the threat coming forward from. But yeah, not looking at mid was the biggest mistake. You never keep your backs open and not in front of Caramel. Because once Caramel sees that your back is open, he knows how to get the round.
Absolutely. Rammel's just always ready for situations like this in every turn. A little bit of an early push here. This is why I love to see this breach in every regard.
Okay.
Batman! Still causing a good chunk of damage. Kiramel already on the angle, trying to find another fight. He's just not going to be able to do so just yet. Lion with another big kill. Now looking for the last frag. Should be able to do so. The gun's still not in his arsenal. Flash in hand. Dodge through! And Kishi able to capitalize. But this round was so expensive for the defenders. Good God. They don't have any guns going into this. They have to go in for buys.
I mean, they have to, but it was a massacre, man. Side B being completely opened up. Right off the bat, the doors, rotating doors coming into the picture as well. The crossfire is being created. Niory Esports, they're not giving any kind of room or space for ZeroFrags to even go ahead and capitalize upon. And this is the beauty. The entire team, it doesn't matter whether it's Shishi stepping up. It doesn't matter if it is Caramel stepping up. It's all about those moments that the team is trying to foster for themselves. All right, the angle being absolutely perfect. Panda going big. The 2 kills coming through. Kishi just chiming in as well. Out of nowhere. What were you thinking, ZeroFrags?
Shadows traveling.
They're doing this one at light speeds as well. ZeroFrags, they're just trying to run into the side. They're just trying to run into the side. This seems like a repeat of what happened on the map of Icebox. Their defense looks so cool, calm, and collected. But here it just doesn't exist on the same degree. I have no idea what's going on with the roster. There's big gaps when it comes down to the post plans. No one's watching main. They're taking duels together as a team. I like the idea. I like what they're going in for. They want to take fights. They want to trade each other out. But if you're going to trade each other out, at least do it upon information. Why are you running into a line of sight without any info? You have a fade. Utilize it to its fullest.
Oh, there you go. The information being revealed that the players are coming forward towards side C itself. And Doxer, he was just waiting for this golden opportunity, looking at the combination alongside Caramel. He's setting something up. He's cooking, but Scar, unfortunately, he's the man caught in the hour of planting and going ahead for the 1v2 as well. No way.
Yeah, Kishi has a little bit of a big smile on his face. He's like, yes, Panda, die.
Big one. He has a smirk, man.
He's got a big
He's
smile
like, yeah,
on
you
his
want
face.
to go ahead? Smug smile and a smirk, a smile. All right, man. Whatever you say, aggressive. You're right. You're Mr. Right for today, okay?
I thought I would admit. Okay, no, I'm not gonna make that joke. It's a lame one.
Yeah, I know. You might as well keep the wits off it.
Satchel out.
For now, though, Doxer. He would be on the receiving end of a punchline if he's not careful. Salon. Just worry about Summer on the angle.
No.
He heard the noise. Rubble now being cleared. Oh god, that could have ended badly.
Oh, what?
Yikes. Salon
Summer had
able to find a
nowhere to
big
go,
cheer.
nowhere to hide. The entire team Just being caught off guard. My oh my. 4 frags for this man. Doctor like a bulldozer. He's ramming the opponents. Whoever are entering towards side C. Absolute amazing performance. Niory Esports. I believe they're on a win streak. They're getting rounds after rounds. And 0 frags for now. They're just thinking one thing. Just one round. All we need is one round to make the difference. But will they get it? Is the biggest question.
And the map of Lotus is notoriously not defender favored, which is what's the even more surprising fact about all of this. Playing on a full-on retake here, Doxer, he just needs to wait. Killjoy lockdown to even slow things down even further. I love the play. Yeah, he's just gonna slow this down to a crawl. Allow his teammates to just completely swarm over every single sideline. They have to commit towards the A side. But the thing is, now the attackers, they need to put up a gamble. How many players are inside of A? They have to worry about it. Timing for them. Doctor, good for maybe 1 kill at the bare minimum, but even then, he's just not going to be able to find it just yet. Possible activation of the Nano Swarm. He does have a bit of an opening here, but it seems as though 0 frags.
No
He didn't
way.
fall for the bait. Kishi with a fast kill. Looking for the secondary. Not going to be able to do it. Batman getting the reverse instead. The race of the hour. Still alive and kicking. With his buddy Summer to just try and maybe pull off something bigger. But against Sir, as soon as he starts to heat things up, you just cannot do much. 6-11, ladies and gentlemen. 0 frags. Rounds are slipping away from their fingers one by one.
Oh, it's gonna be tough for them to even count it back in. Luring the enemy inside this side and not watching the back. Yet again, a big mistake. A plan could have gone down easily. Not even gonna lie. It could have gone down easily, but unfortunately, the backs was exposed yet again. And Caramel, this time, he did not shy away. It's the second time we've seen him. He's the backstab specialist, and he knows what needs to be done in this dire moment. Getting all of those rounds, it's a snowball effect, which Niory Esports, the way they have already made it look so picture perfect. 0 frags coming back from this one will be very tough for them.
Absolutely. 6-11 on the scorecards here. This tactical timeout could just be the last ditch effort that they could make to try and maybe come on back in towards this game. Eyes looking to be in the worst possible scenario too, with a couple of them just forcing into this. It's either go big or go home. This one round will decide their fate. One good ultimate to play with though. That Rolling Thunder can give so much value. But with a reverse Nightfall, could just be an even more an isolation for them. There's still always a chance, there is. Game of Valorant can be fully predicted. Alarm bot, broken out.
Scar? Hello? He's shooting his own
just knew.
teammates alarm bot.
Yes!
But Doctor, in the midst of all of this, he has been found. The angle's being shot upon. The side
Spike
completely
planted.
under control. 0 frags. After that reset, after the mental reset, they have bounced back way too hard. 2v3 and a post one.
Mark 3. I'll find you.
Oh, they have all three caught on catch. Still a chance for them to find this one though. They need to do it quickly. The Nightfall's already gone away, and the timing that they could have had no longer in contention. Angles perfect, Silon. What a beautiful kill. Over towards one. Runs out of bullets with Kishi. Good God, Kishi. The guy's been getting clutch after clutch. Walks away from the spike in a little bit of a bad time, but that's okay. He can sit down for another defuse at any moment. My God, I thought that they fumbled it when they didn't push when the Nightfall was still in effect. But they got caught by a seize. You're still taking the angle into a smoke. One person just needs to hold that corner, no one else. And then because the door was open, no one was watching the minimap.
Aggie, listen. Tell me. I can hear the rotating doors from miles away. If you're in In the B
No,
side, you can
they
hear
got
the
seized.
rotating doors.
They were seized, bro.
And that,
They were seized.
yeah, I do get it. But that's where you need to bring in your spidey sense active, right? You need to have the tingling sense. You need to understand what's going on. It's 3v3 scenario. A backstab can be initiated.
Oh god. Their spidey senses are not working anymore. 6 rounds in. 6 rounds in. Going into this though, Panda, I think he is cooking up a storm instead. Beautiful first kill. ZeroFrags. They still have a lot of big ultimates to play into this, but they're all playing towards tree. Azora. They're all in tree. What is this? Bunker composition going wrong? They have a lot to give.
Wrong. It's definitely gonna go wrong. All right, one by one, every single one of them is falling apart. But all right, finally, ZeroFrags. They have managed to pull things together for themselves. The entire lot of it was sitting in the tree, thinking that it's gonna be some kind of a power place, and finally they found it. All right, cool. But still, it's miles to go before this stop. It's 7-12. Niory Esports 1 round away, winning this entire BO3 in a 2-0 manner. And on the other corner, ZeroFrags. They have to climb a lot.
Satchel out.
5 rounds.
Sealing sight.
Satchel out.
It's just insane to say how
Placing alarm bot.
this game has been going. Change in momentum and pacing, it's something that a lot of teams can't really keep up with. Especially the members of ZeroFrags. They're purely relying on very fast played executions, and I love the idea, but sometimes it just won't really work in the way that you would have expected. The trades are going in the favor of either side. As Panda is making the rotation in, Doxer still has a chance to walk in towards the angle, possibly be going in for a change here. Needs to break one. He's not gonna be able to do much. Needs to rendezvous with his buddy. Try and go in for a proper 2v2 retake.
No
The
way.
ultimate, slowing things down even further. Needs to try and survive this one though, for as long as they possibly can. Lock taken away. As the sun still in the hands of Scar, trying to go in for the hit. He's gonna be able to do something, but Doxer's position already spotted. And Scar with the 4K once again brings it back. 8-12, ladies and gentlemen. ZeroFrags, they're slowly clawing their way back into this because of the ultimates that they did have. But now that the ultimates are no longer present, what is the game plan going into this one? You still have the showstopper, yes, but that showstopper is not guaranteed value, similar to that of a breach ult.
They can only guarantee you a site. That's the max you can do. Flush out the players. Do not let them be inside the site, and that's pretty much it. ZeroFrags for now. Couple of ultimates. One from the shadows and the other one, the showstopper. What are they gonna do for now? They're hitchhiking the way towards site C, slowly, steadily. Caramel trying to understand the entire gravity of the situation. Throws in. Oh, a big one there. Batman taking Caramel right off the bat. Knew his position. Pinpoint accuracy and zeroed in. That bazooka. The rocket launcher doing a lot of damage. Cylon on the other corner, the paint shells. It is bringing in a lot of value. The post-plant scenario is still not being created. Hammer, now he's cooking. He has a height advantage, but unfortunately everything is crumbling down one by one. Niory Esports, they had to take this round slow, but nope. The opportunity, the chance is not given at all.
I'm just surprised that they just went in for a simultaneous swing for no apparent reason. It just didn't make any sense. Like, yeah, you went in for the fights, yes, but you all took 1v1s. I'm pretty sure you saw that as well, didn't you, Azora?
I did.
All of them took a 1v1 by themselves. And they lost all of the 1v1s at once. I mean, you start the fight as a team and you lose the fight as a team as well, I guess. As one more pause will be taken by the members of Niory this time around just to reassemble the team a little bit and just... Try to fix
Everyone wants
things
to
out
become
here.
Jack at this point of time. It seems like they do not want to be on the boat which can row. Rather than that, just sink to the bottom. Niory Esports. Well, they already had a good start. They've already reached towards the 12th round. And looking at the way they're losing the grasp of the situation, man, I'm feeling those nervous 99s in me.
Bring them down.
The last moment jitters, not able to close the game, will definitely sting a lot. Caramel, for now, he's holding an aggressive angle. Soon he's gonna be flushed out. Wow, that was a good utility. Ooh, all right. I see you, Caramel. Now I don't see you.
Just became John Cena. Just like Scar here. Not even expecting what was waiting for him on the opposite side of this one. Beautiful, the shots! Look at Kichi here! Round up the bullets!
No!
Kishi! Kishi!
Not like
Kishi!
this. Not like
Good
this, you
lord!
don't.
This man is on fire. Just look at his movement. Smooth like butter. He truly is a criminal undercover.
Smooth like butter.
I have no words for this man. Every time we see him play, he
Quick,
pulls out a clutch.
quick.
Multi-kills.
Quick on feet, multiple clutches, Kishi. You don't have words?
Really?
Come on, aggressive. I know you have a
It's
thesaurus
everything.
right behind you.
Hey, I got a dictionary somewhere. I'll open it up later on another time. But I don't think anything can describe what Kishi did other than magnificent. Because there are certain situations where a player is put in, they just crumble under the pressure. Doxer,
Yeah.
he plays extremely well when there's one more person alive on it. If he has a teammate, then he will guarantee a clutch just by himself because he has that confidence that, hey, even if I die, I make a stupid play, someone else will be able to take up my mantle. But when he's in a clutch by
Right.
himself, there are certain situations where the pressure just gets to him. But Kishi, the pressure just doesn't matter. Even if there's a player with him, if there's no one with him, the man still gets all of the multi-frags. He is a trade god. Every time a player dies, a trade is almost guaranteed by him. And that is something that is rare to see in a lot of teams. This iteration of Niory Esports could just be the one that takes it all away. The Showdown Series has just started, and I'm pretty sure that we have already seen one of our top contenders just because their attack side is almost as good as their defense. You could tell that the defensive side is where Niory really shines the brightest. The attack, though, they're a little bit lackluster when it comes down to the overall utility usage, where they're a bit stingy in the way they utilize their ultimates, but even then, the team has proper consensus of what they're doing. Plus, they save their ultimates enough so that they can counter their opponent's ult, nullifying it instantly, taking the round back to square one, where it's a full reset, and then switching up the pace accordingly, which was not present whatsoever from the members of ZeroFrags. Their attack side was just washed out compared to their defense. No map control, pretty much not really playing for a pick whatsoever. They were trying to take a lot of very aggressive duels. If they won the 50-50, yeah, there was a good chance they were going to be able to win out the round, but they were lost on the attack. They didn't really know how to go in for a proper execution.
Well, yeah, those have been the cases, but they have another chance. They can fight in the lower brackets now. But we all know who has taken that perfect foot, the perfect stance. Kishi, man, oh man, that man has been so quick on his feet, constantly just having those deadly maneuvers, no matter what the situation is, no matter what the task is. And same goes for even Caramel. I mean, Caramel is one of those OGs in the game of Valorant that he has so much experience that he can mention things up. So easy to be on feet, so easy to understand what the opponents are going to do. And that's how the defense corner of this team is so strong. The roots, the basic principles of what is going to happen next, that's absolutely perfected. So that's one of the crucial things about the team. But moving forward, again, ZeroFrags, the way they were having that initiative itself, planning on to execute things towards the side, being in the attacker's half, well, it did, channel down to one of the things that how can you execute a site? You're getting the space, respect that. But not understanding we're not seeing whether the back is clear or not. That's one of the biggest mistakes, and that's where multiple rounds were given away. Talking about the entire picture, it's right in front of you. The way the players have played it out. Caramel, he's good for a 14. Being in the controller's shoes, he did do a lot of team effort and showcased something very different. On the other corner, it was Lion, surprisingly being a sentinel, doing something unachievable for the team. And surprisingly, it was not because I'm Batman.
It was Lion's show in this particular game, but even then, going into the hands of Niory Esports, Kishi just... You can't really stop this man, can you? He was on a fade, an initiator, and he was getting frags like it was nobody's business. Clutch after clutch. We've sung all of our praises for him. He didn't really get a lot of first skills, but again, I call him the trade master for a reason. Even if he doesn't get the first skill, he's going to make sure that he trades his teammate in every turn. 24% headshot percentage as well, with a 332 ACS. But I still have to sing some praise for the members of ZeroFrags. They have a phenomenal defensive side. Their defense is almost close to impenetrable. And the members of Niory Esports really had to work a lot harder to get into a lot of those defensive side calls that they had set up. But that's the thing. Where was that same level of preparation for your attack? You cannot have situations like this every single time. You need to have a proper understanding of how the attack will go, plus the defense. Otherwise, if your team is a little bit too one-side favored, what's going to happen to you when you swap sides? Your opponent team is of course going to win if they have that better defensive end. Your attack needs to be good enough to a certain degree where you can match up against them. And hopefully, as they're making their lower bracket run, they're going to be able to come out on top.
Well, but there's the silver lining, right? For ZeroFrags.exe. The silver lining is that the MVP of the entire series is going to be because I'm Batman. Let's just call him Batman or Bruce Wayne, right? It's going to be giving us a lot of room to work around and give some of those punchlines for him. But for now, as you can focus, the KDA is 47 to 37 and 9. This man, whenever he has gotten a fight or gone into a fight, he has hands down closed it with a good amount of damage as well. 8,997 with first skills being 12. He has been unstoppable for multiple rounds. 12 rounds to be precise.
And in those 12 rounds, he got a bunch of frags that made sure his team was able to capitalize upon. That's the thing. A lot of duelists are able to get a lot of first kills that very few people are able to capitalize upon and then snowball that lead into something. But because I'm Batman, it's just not the same. The way that he plays the game, he tries to set his team up for the best possible victory. And there are certain moments where he's completely unstoppable on the defensive side. It's the defensive end, but on the attack side, it's just not really the same. Once more, as we see the top 4 players, 69G still rising up to the challenge at the very top here because I'm Batman on second place. Simple going in on the opposite side of this one with Kishi leading the charge here, coming back into this on fourth. Still a couple more chances for him to get himself up to that number 1 spot, but 69G, if he's still in this tournament and if he's still making a run for it in the other matches, it's going to be tough to try and catch up to him. 3 MVPs, it's a pretty big point to catch up on when your teammates are very evenly matched with you.
Well, competition is always going to be building upon. Niory Esports, one player's already made his way through, and ZeroFrags, because I'm Batman, slowly but steadily, I feel that multiple players of this team are going to come forward and showcase and be at the top 4. I'm just hoping for that. Simple on the other corner and 69G, they're still there in this competition. I believe Intensity, yes, Intensity is still there. They're running very high on morale. Same goes with Niory Esports. So the next game will be against them itself. So hopefully that they're prepared and they have watched the game for today. Looking at the top 5 agent picks, always Killjoy for the win alongside Sova and Omen. Breach, he's a bit too, underestimated. it's just those scenarios where Breach is more utilized or good in, which is Lotus, Heaven. So yeah, players are trying to catch up upon the trend as well.
It's gonna need to wait and see how this one goes. Because I don't really know how to say this, but I'm kind of bored of seeing this exact same composition being played everywhere.
Wow.
I like the fact that Batman
Okay.
started to pick up on that neon. Like, I'm sorry, but Batman picking up on that neon was just a breath of fresh air for me on the map.
Yeah, of course.
Reach is everywhere. Neon is, I'll be honest, the next big thing, I would say, and a lot of teams that are not picking up on that neon are really losing it. Yeah, I get it. You have the Jet. The Jet's pretty strong. It's very comfortable. A lot of players know how to play Jet. But learning the Neon is... like, knowing the Neon is just going to be very important for them. Jumping on down over towards the brackets, ladies and gentlemen, once more. Let's just look and see how this one goes for everyone. As Team Intensity Esports will be going up against Niory Esports.
Yep.
But
Intensity,
overall,
man.
do you know the team of Team Intensity? I have no idea. Maybe you can.
They're way too brutal, man. Ace Academy could not stand even close to competing against them. But now having Niory Esports against this team, it's gonna be that fresh breath of perfect air for them to level up their competition. And I'm hoping that they can do it as well, because Niory Esports, they're gonna have a ball. Already in the previous game itself, you could see aggressive. The way the entire game went, 2-0 clean sweep, did not even give the room or the space or the breathing opportunity for the opponents to move in further, get at least one map on their own. Nope, they did not at all. No more sparing at that part. So Intensity is going to be one of those games where we're going to enjoy a lot. So I would say, buckle up for a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Fun is right around the corner, ladies and gentlemen. And hey, as you're going to be here and with a lot more fun still in hold, make sure to check out all the links down below in the description. And of course, hit the subscribe button as well so you don't miss out on any of the streams that we have in store for you, because this is just the start of the Showdown series. We still have a bunch of games. We have a lot of streams. And don't forget, tomorrow we are going to have 2 streams, one at 12 and one at 3. Ladies and gentlemen, do not forget about that. Bunch of games, a bunch of matches. So it's going to be a long one for us. Also for you guys back at home, a lot of Valorant action that will go uninterrupted. But for now, today, we're going to be signing on off, and thank you all for stopping on by for this one. Thank you to our lovely sponsor as well for making all of this possible. So make sure you check out the links down below so that you can support them and also support us in the process. And with that, we're going to be signing on off with the Esports Club Showdown Series Season 3 Valorant powered by Crucial, with our GPU partners being ZeroFrags Gaming and our media partners, coveted.gg. Good night. Happy gaming, everyone.
System. All right, let's do this.
Once there was a hunter who saw what others could not. With a magic case in her backpack, she roamed with wild abandon into the great unknown. Her gaze inescapable, her reflexes lightning fast. When armies swarmed, she went through. With eyes open wide, hands steady, holding, watching, capturing everything in sight.
The Crucial Pro DDR5 RAM kit comes with a sleek, modern look that will complement any build. But aesthetics aside, it's the performance that really matters. So let's dive into it. The default JEDEC timings are 46, 45, 45, but it does come with 2 XMP and Expo settings for those looking for a little more performance. With XMP 3.0 Profile 1, you can push the speed up to 5600 megatransfers per second. If you prefer a slightly lower speed but tighter timings, Profile 2 offers 5200 megatransfers per second at 42, 42, 42 timings. We've run some benchmarks and stress tests to give you an idea of how it performs. In general, dropping the speed and tightening the timings with the second XMP/Expo profile yielded better results for us on our test system. Paired with a Ryzen 7800X 3D, we saw anywhere from a 1 to 5% performance bump depending on workloads. All in all, the Crucial Pro DDR5 64GB RAM kit by Micron is a fantastic choice for first-time builders and enthusiasts alike.